Hello everybody, Konisbored here. Welcome back to possibly the final episode of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. So, let's finish this, shall we? Here he is, King Dedede. And the theme playing in the background is a remix of Super Smash Bros. Melee's Fountain of Dreams. Quite a fitting theme. So despite being the big bad guy of this game, King Dedede isn't very hard. But for the first time player, he is definitely a hard boss. But for a player who's grown accustomed to his tactics, he ain't hardest. Shit. Let's come at me, Dedede. You don't got no tricks. It's easy to block manipulate his AI. Although, in my opinion, okay, better stop dissing him. You know what? King Dedede, you actually gave me quite a good fight. Level 8, the Fountain of Dreams. Kirby finally got the star back. No, Dedede, you lost like a villain. You should just stay put and not... Are you gonna beg Kirby to drop that thing? You know he's not going to. Yeah, see, I told you. And the day is saved. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, you didn't think that was it, did you? You know, Kirby games since Kirby's Adventure have a habit of faking out their final boss. So this is the final boss of the game, the Nightmare Orb. It's the Star Rod. This suddenly appeared at the Fountain of Dreams. Use it in your final battle against the Nightmares. So this is a shooter style battle. You have to spam the A button. Like, seriously. It's not called spam, it's literal spam. This battle actually has a pretty strict time limit. You have to kill Nightmare before you hit the ground, because once you hit the ground, that is it. Oh, that move is one of the hardest to dodge in this entire arsenal of moves. Oh crap, we're getting close to the ground, aren't we? I better kill him quick. Because if he gets too close to the ground, he will flee. And wait for it, the ground crush you. Don't ask me how that works, that's how auto-scrolling works. So, we're taking this final battle to the moon. And this is the final boss of the game, the Nightmare Wizard. Or Nightmare, whatever you prefer, who gives a damn. Despite being the final boss, he's not exactly hard. What you have to do is aim the star out in the little tornado-like thing under his cloak. You can only hit him when he opens the cloak though. Oh, but the battle theme's awesome. See, he's almost halfway dead already. From the back. Okay, maybe I should just stop fooling around and try to kill him the normal way, but... As usual, I have to say this boss is harder in Kirby's Adventure, but only slightly harder. He's still quite kind of a joke boss fight in that game. He's almost gone. I do have to say, if you ever want to know where the teleport spam came from, it was this boss. So we finished him off. And we can go back to, Oh, I actually completed normal mode 100%. Now you can choose extra mode from the start game menu. Okay, this is something I want to tell you guys. I will be doing the extra mode. Simply because after recording the normal mode, if you actually bothered watching all the videos, you might have saw that episodes 2 to 3 had horrible audio lag. And episode 6 had like horrible frame lag. So I want to redeem myself since I only figured out the proper configuration to record in Orange Ocean. I'm going to redo this let's play on extra mode with extra fail. Ouch. Okay, so let's see. Ouch. The moon got blown to a crescent moon. And it's true enough, if you play any other Kirby game, the moon will always remain crescent. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod, but King Dedede didn't mean any harm. And true enough, he certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when the nightmares appeared in the fountain. Nightmares rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When King Dedede hit the Star Rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely away from the nightmares. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat the nightmares. Now that the Star Rods return to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. Actually I have insomnia, but whatever. So, now that we actually finished the story, did you actually realize that throughout this entire LP I was making King Dedede look like the bad guy? And true enough, he does seem like the bad guy. But in reality, in his point of view, you are the bad guy. Because you are by getting the Star Rod, you know this entire game could have been avoided if Kirby had just asked King Dedede what the heck he was trying to do with that Star Rod instead of fighting all his men for it. But whatever. And maybe I kind of did a good job at faking that King Dedede and Meta Knight were the villains of the game. But true enough, but I had no choice. The wiki lists them as the main antagonists of Kirby's Adventure. So here you see the methods to defeat the bosses as ridiculously as possible. So let's see, the wheel is kinda good. So yeah, that's it. Other than all the dissing of King Dedede must go now, because theoretically he isn't the bad guy of this game. I say he's the main antagonist of this game a lot, but he's not the bad guy. He's the main antagonist because he's in your way, but he isn't the bad guy. Just thought I'd get that out of the way right now after all the dissing I did on King Dedede. Oh yeah, those red missiles gave you sleep. I might have mentioned that, I might not have, but whatever. Oh, it's you. You and you know, for DDD's lieutenant, you do quite a good job. Actually, I got the info that he was DDD's lieutenant of Kirby's Wikia. If not, I wouldn't have called him DDD's lieutenant. I would have just called him Meta Knight, DDD's right-hand man or some crap. And here we have King DDD himself. Not that he's a hard boss, but ironically, this is one of the bosses I consider easier in Kirby's Adventure. Whatever, if I ever do a LP of Kirby's Adventure, I may tell you why. But until then, you can now play a new sub-game, Boss Endurance. We'll be doing that after Extra Mode. And my god, watch me fail a load. Well... let's see. Hero of Lore. In the next episode, we'll be starting the extra mode of the game. Play with half your vitality. But until then, I think I might just end off the normal game of the LP by replaying the story of the Fountain of Dreams, and maybe might see where everything went on. The peaceful world of Dreamland is in great danger. The thing was, they never said what kind of danger it was. They said dreams always float from the wonderful Fountain of Dreams. They yacked and yacked and yacked a lot of the Fountain of Dreams. So theoretically, you are led to assume that the danger of Dreamland is that everyone in Dreamland lost the ability of dream, when in fact, the true danger is that nightmares had invaded the Fountain of Dreams. The story is kind of nitpicky. They purposely worded the story that way. They even said he had taken the Star Rod and broken it to pieces. But did they say why? Of course they didn't. Because if everything was explained in the story, then you wouldn't... Then, there would be no need for that plot twist at the end. So... yes, everybody, it's the end. I'll see you guys in extra mode like next week or so. But until then, I hope you enjoy yourself. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. The main story's over, but of course we have extra mode. Of course. I must admit, I expressed doubt that I'll 100% the game since I didn't remember all the secrets. Especially that World 6-3 secret, that Pirate Ship secret. God damn, it took 20 minutes to find. Man, I should have looked up a guide or something. Okay, so leave a like or subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. This is Konisbored saying, see you guys next time with my new LP. What's it about? Keeping it a secret.